Liv Morgan retires from WWE as injury gets worse. Emotional goodbye shocks WWE Universe. One of the most beloved superstars in WWE history has just made the most heartbreaking announcement of her life. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. Liv Morgan, former SmackDown Women's Champion, fan favorite, and pillar of the women's division, has announced her sudden retirement from professional wrestling. The reason? A devastating injury that has quietly been worsening behind scenes. What happened? Why now? And what's next for Liv Morgan outside of WWE? Grab some tissues and stay tuned, because this is the full story of Liv Morgan's emotional exit from the ring. Liv Morgan's rise. Liv Morgan's journey in WWE is nothing short of inspiring. Born Gionna Daddio in New Jersey, she grew up a lifelong WWE fan. Her dream wasn't just to be in the crowd, it was to be in the ring. In 2014, she got her shot when she signed with WWE and reported to the Performance Center. She started in NXT with humble beginnings, quickly earning a reputation for her bubbly personality, gritty attitude, and unmatched resilience. Despite not being the most polished wrestler at the start, Liv never stopped improving. Every match, every promo, she kept fighting to prove herself. By the time she made it to the main roster with the Riot Squad in 2017, fans were already falling in love with her energy. She was different, real, raw. She wasn't handed anything. She earned every pop, every title shot, every opportunity. And in 2022, her hard work paid off. She won the Money in the Bank briefcase and cashed in on Ronda Rousey that same night to become SmackDown Women's Champion. The crowd erupted. It wasn't just a win for Liv. It was a win for every underdog who had been told they weren't good enough. Signs of struggle. But while Liv was smiling and delivering incredible performances on screen, things behind the curtain were taking a dark turn. In early 2024, Liv reportedly suffered a significant shoulder injury during a house show. While it wasn't officially confirmed by WWE at the time, fans began noticing something was wrong. She was pulled from TV appearances. Her matches were shorter, and when she did wrestle, she was clearly holding back. She made a return after a brief absence, teaming up with Raquel Rodriguez and later reigniting rivalries with Rhea Ripley, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. But something had changed. Liv looked slower, more cautious. Her signature offense was less explosive. And then came the matches where she seemed to favor her neck and shoulder, especially after high-impact bumps. WWE medical officials reportedly advised Liv to take more time off. But according to those close to her, she didn't want to let the fans down. She pushed through the pain, sometimes even hiding the full extent of her injury to keep performing. But her body was telling her the truth. It was breaking down. The injury that ended everything. In June 2025, Liv suffered what would become the final blow, a re-injury of her shoulder and a spinal disc issue during a SmackDown tag match with Io Sky. Cameras caught Liv landing awkwardly after a springboard move. She immediately clutched her neck and rolled out of the ring. At first, WWE called it minor, but backstage the mood was somber. Liv was rushed to a nearby medical facility for scans. The result? A severe spinal compression that not only aggravated her existing shoulder injury, but also risked long-term nerve damage. Doctors warned her one more wrong bump and she could face paralysis. It was the nightmare no athlete wants to hear. And for Liv, it meant facing the unthinkable choice: risk her health and future for the sport she loved, or walk away before it was too late. After several weeks of private consultations, therapy, and soul-searching, Liv Morgan made her decision. She was done. Liv Morgan announces retirement. On July 20th, 2025, Liv Morgan appeared live on WWE SmackDown for what fans believed would be a return segment. Instead, she stunned the WWE Universe. Standing in the center of the ring, in front of a tearful crowd, Liv began. "This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I've spent nearly a decade giving everything I have to this ring. But sometimes, life makes decisions for you before you're ready." She paused, already in tears, as the crowd chanted her name. "Due to the progression of my injuries, my doctors have advised me that continuing to wrestle could permanently damage my spine. I love this business, but I love my future more. She then said the words that hit like a thunderclap across the wrestling world. Tonight, I am officially announcing my retirement from in-ring competition. The crowd gasped, then immediately broke into a standing ovation, chanting, "Thank you, Liv. Thank you, Liv." Liv struggled to hold back tears. I didn't get to say goodbye on my terms, but I will always be grateful for every moment, for every match, for every fan who believed in me when nobody else did. I love you guys so much, and I'll always be Liv Morgan. She placed her boots in the center of the ring, hugged announcers and crew members on her way up the ramp, and blew a kiss to the audience as the arena lit up in her signature blue and white. It was an unforgettable, heart-wrenching goodbye. The WWE locker room reacts. The news sent shockwaves through the WWE locker room. Backstage, Liv was met with a sea of hugs and tears. Superstars who had battled with her in the ring and traveled the world together now gathered to honor her. Rhea Ripley posted a heartfelt tweet. "I'll miss sharing that ring with you, Liv. You're a fighter, a warrior, and an inspiration. Love you always." Bayley added, "From Riot Squad days to championship gold, your journey was beautiful. You made your mark. Proud of you." Even Becky Lynch shared an emotional video, saying, "Liv earned every moment. She didn't have a famous last name. She didn't come from a wrestling dynasty. She built her legacy from the ground up, and now she walks away a champion in every sense of the word." Triple H issued an official WWE statement thanking Liv for her years of dedication, calling her a heart and soul talent who will always be part of the WWE family. The fans break down. Fans were heartbroken. Social media exploded with tribute videos, artwork, and emotional montages of Liv Morgan's career highlights, from her NXT debut to her Money in the Bank win, her championship victory, and every hard-fought battle in between. #ThankYouLiv trended #1 worldwide. One fan wrote, "Liv Morgan was hope. She made people believe that if you worked hard enough, you could rise from nothing to everything." Another shared, "She was never the biggest, the strongest, or the loudest, but she had heart. So much heart." TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram flooded with moments of Liv hugging fans, visiting children's hospitals, and delivering emotional promos that inspired millions. She had built more than a career, she had built a connection. And now, that connection was saying goodbye. What's next for Liv Morgan? Liv Morgan. Sources close to WWE confirm that Liv is in talks for multiple roles within the company. To Liv Morgan, thank you for the tears, the triumphs, the chaos, and the courage. You are more than a superstar, you are a superstar. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more WWE stories, and share your favorite Liv Morgan moments in the comments below. Thank you, Liv. You'll always be unpredictable, unbreakable, unforgettable.